What is up, guys? Marcellus Williams, aka TheSwolefessor, here to educate you on health, fitness, social well-being, and this is episode 21 of Time to Build, guys. We are getting close to the end of the Time to Build series because I've decided that pretty much once my meet hits the Aggie Showdown February 17th, that will be like the finale of the Time to Build series. It doesn't necessarily mean that's when I'll be done bulking, but that's when this series will kind of like, be at an end, because the whole point of this is like, training in a surplus. We're going to compete in a heavier weight class and see how that's going. I'll be around 172 pounds, so not at the top of the 83 kg weight class, but sort of like in the middle of it by the time I compete right now. And I'm going to be updating you with everything right now, guys. I'm 168 pounds, and this is the 17th week I've been on this bulk. So I should hit in around 169 going into next week, and that'll be 18 weeks in. So that puts us right on track with gaining about half a pound a week. So, if you do 0.5 times 18, this puts us at 9 pounds. We started the bulk technically around 158, but as far as tracking everything, as far as these weeks go, around 160. So that puts us right on track with about half a pound a week. So that's been going really well right now. This week, as far as workouts, is pretty much sort of like a taper to kind of help recover a little bit from the 2 to 5 rep max testing last week, and then we go into like just get right into the full-on meet prep. So we are in meet prep now, but this taper week is how we're kind of like easing into it. So today I have deadlift and bench. You guys will be seeing that. I'm going to be heading to Elite Strength in Denton, training with Kaylee. She actually has a powerlifting meet coming up in January, and I'll be coaching her at that one. And you guys let me know in the comments down below if you guys actually like to see that, like see things from more of like the coaching perspective when you're handling someone at a powerlifting meet. I thought about doing that when at Derek's last meet, because since his coach couldn't make it, I was handling him, but I was also directly coaching one of my own clients at a meet back in November. But it was just so much back and forth with like, handling one person and coaching another, to where it just didn't go down like that. So I didn't really have time to like record and make a video. But with this meet, I should be able to do that with one person, just focus on them. So you guys let me know in the comments down below if that's something you're interested in seeing. But yeah, as far as measurements, let me take you guys through this right now. I want to say we're at, yeah, all right, so going into it, let me show you guys where we're at. Hopefully we can get this clear. All right, guys, so if you look at week 1, you can see everything. So go ahead and look at it. Chest, arm, left arm, 2 inches above the waist, right at the belly button, which is where we're taking for the waist, 2 inches below. Hips, and then right thigh, left thigh. And if we go all the way to here at week 17, we're pretty much an inch up on chest, an inch up on our arms. We're only about, we're about the same in terms of like our waist, as far as taking the 3 together, above, below, and right at the navel, but about an inch give or take, as far as we're really half an inch, yeah, half an inch going up on that. And then as far as our hips, are up about a couple of inches now, which a lot of that's probably just due to getting stronger on sumo deadlifting. And then our legs are both up about an inch. Yeah, like the right leg's up by a complete inch, and then we're up by about, on the left thigh, about 0.75. So I'll give or take almost like close to an inch. So we've made pretty good progress over the 17 weeks as far as like nice steady gains of progression. And what I'm really happy with, guys, is just the overall body composition. Like pretty much everything is growing at a nice steady pace, but my waist isn't getting like too huge, which lets me know that my body compositioning, as I'm like lean bulking, is going really well, which is why I emphasize taking it slow, taking it gradually, since you can only build so much muscle at a time. There's no point in putting on a whole bunch of unnecessary fat. Been there, done that. You guys already done several videos over that, so you guys are covered on that. But yeah, all in all, that's been going really well, especially for me, as I have been lifting for 6 years, I think going on 7 now, and there's only so much more muscle I can build anyway. So taking it nice and slow is just a smart way to go about it. And the way that my strength has been increasing in relation to my weight gain has been great. So all that's going well. I want to say that's it as far as everything I want to update you guys with. This series ends February 17th during my meet. I'll let you know my weight, my measurements, and then you guys will be seeing kind of bits and pieces of like the meet prep and peaking and stuff as we go. I won't be showing you like everything, just because just don't want to show you like everything, but you're going to be seeing pretty much what you guys usually see during meet preps, like clips here and there. As usual, the channel will focus on what it always does, which is informative content. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Let's head to the gym. Oh, Okay guys, so there actually was one more thing that I wanted to mention, and that was updating you with my current calories and macros. So I'll be honest, I don't even remember exactly where I started. I want to say the range was like 3,400 something to 3,500 something. Then I had a very slight boost in my fats that raised it to 3,500. I want to say 3,585 to 3,600 something, but you guys can go check the old videos to see. But my current calories are, as far as the range, for those of you who don't know, my calories are on a range. So there's a minimum amount of calories I can hit, or a maximum, or somewhere in between. So as long as I'm, you know, between the minimum and the maximum, I'm good. My new minimum amount of calories is 3,795, and the maximum is 3,855. So that puts my new macros at 115 fats, period. Like, I always try to hit that. My range for carbs is 520 carbs to 530 grams, and then protein is 170 to 175 grams of protein. So, and then fiber is pretty much, you know, staying the same. I'm trying to hit around, like, you know, 20 to 35 grams, which has never been an issue for me. And then I'm taking in 140 to 150 ounces of water a day. So yeah, that's officially all the updates. Now I'll see you guys at the gym.
Alright guys, jumping in for a voiceover because I have not been doing a good job of helping you guys with the whole social well-being aspect. This channel is, once again, this is like what, the third or fourth time that I've said this, but you know, it's about health, fitness, social well-being, and yet I've really been slacking on the social well-being aspect. And there's no reason, there's no excuse. I think it's just more so that there's just so many topics related to, like, you know, general health and fitness that people are interested in, that I'm always trying to work on, you know, making videos on that I forget the importance of just, you know, the social well-being videos, and the fact that regardless of somebody lifting weights or not, if you guys don't have some of these, you know, what I call mental tools to help you in life, it doesn't really matter. Like, having the best body doesn't mean anything if you don't have, you know, a strong mindset. So I'm going to 2018 really going to work on that. I need you guys to hold me accountable. Like, start leaving the comments, hey man, you haven't done anything over social well-being for a while. At least those of you who actually enjoy and care about those videos, because I don't have to do a video solely for that. I can incorporate it pretty much in the same way that I'm trying to do right now. But what I want to talk to you guys about going into 2018 is a couple of things, and those two things are, first and foremost, life is hard. Deal with it. It's not supposed to be easy. Whoever taught you that it's supposed to be easier, or if you ever thought that it's supposed to get easier, that it's even supposed to get easier based off, you know, how much money you're making or how successful you think you are in life, that's a lie. It's not true. And the second thing is to not be so weak-minded. So let's get into the first thing, guys. And as usual, guys, this is just me just speaking my mind, right? There's no script. It's just, you know, me speaking from my heart, speaking from experience when it comes to these social well-being topics. So when I say that life is hard and to deal with it, I don't mean in a harsh way like, oh, life is hard, and if you get upset about it or sad about it, then, you know, that's stupid, you're weak, get out of here. No, not at all. But the reality is, guys, that life is hard. You're gonna deal with struggles. I don't care who you are, how old you are, I don't care how much money you make or don't make, what your profession is. Everybody has issues. Everybody deals with struggles in life, and that's okay. That's part of what makes life fun, in a sense, is you come into some of these struggles and issues and you overcome them. And sometimes it's hard. And it's not to say that these issues are going to make you happy. It's not to say you should be happy whenever you're dealing with something like, you know, someone, you know, wrecks your car, or you lose a family member, you lose a loved one in general. Like, it's not to say that you should just be happy about it, but you do have to kind of learn to accept that that's part of life and deal with it. So many people tend to just shut down when things get hard, and you're not going to get very far in life doing that. This is like, happiness isn't about creating a life where you never struggle. Happiness is getting to the point and getting to the mindset where, regardless of your circumstances, you know that things are going to be okay, because you're going to keep walking forward. You're going to press through whatever those issues are. And it's easy to say, well, you don't understand, man, like, I've gone through this and that. Listen, at the end of the day, guys, as much as we like to make it seem like it's not, issues are subjective. We like to make it seem like, oh, this person's struggling so much more than somebody else. And it's not to say that, you know, somebody who's homeless isn't probably struggling a little bit more than somebody who, like, oh, I didn't get to eat what I wanted for dinner today. But at the end of the day, I can put two people in the exact same circumstance and they can react very differently. So how much of a struggle a certain situation is very subjective, and oftentimes it's based upon the mindset. Some people can handle the loss of a loved one better than others. Some people can handle losing their job better than others. Some people can handle not hitting the PR they want in the gym better than others. But I think everyone should, wherever you're at with that, work on gradually trying to just get a healthier mindset of like life being hard, except that it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's not always a fun thing, but it's not a bad thing. And that from these hard experiences that we deal with in life, that's kind of what shapes and molds us. It makes us better. If we allow it to, it can kind of make or break us, right? And that kind of goes into the second thing, is not being weak-minded, guys. Having a stronger mindset. And what do I mean by that? Quite frankly, if you're somebody where whenever you deal with struggles or whatever issue you may be dealing with, if your first reaction, of course, after being upset, that's normal. It's okay to be upset. But after that, if your first reaction or thought is, man, who can I blame for this? Or whose fault is this? Or, just folding up like a lawn chair, then that's a problem, guys. That's very weak-minded. And there's no nice way to say that. It's just the truth. And it's something that we all have to work on. We're all, I believe, weak-minded when it comes to certain things, but it's about gradually getting stronger in those areas. After you accept the fact that, what you're doing, what sucks and you're upset, your first thought should be, okay, what can I do to make this situation better? What can I do to improve my current circumstances? Because the thing is, at the end of the day, if you want to blame others, that's cool, but that doesn't mean they're going to take responsibility. And don't get me wrong, I'm not one of these people who believes that every single bad thing that happens in your life is your own fault. Because sometimes life just happens. Random circumstances can happen that you had no control over. Sometimes people can do things that directly affect you and you had no control over their actions. But regardless, at the end of the day, even with that, all you can do is control how you respond to those things. And I can say that the common denominator in all of your problems in life is you, right? So since that's the case, it makes no sense to always be trying to blame others for other things, or even if it really is somebody else's fault. Well, okay, your first question should still be, what can you do to make the situation better? Because there's no guarantee that that person who who wronged you in whatever shape or form is going to do anything to try to make it better. So what can you do to make things better? And it's unfortunate because a lot of people have just been, whether it's through their upbringing or just things they've experienced in society, have just this mindset where they like being comfortable. We don't want to change. We want to change our circumstances, but we don't want to change who we are as people. We want things in our lives to get better, but we don't want to take the time to better ourselves, when that's really where everything stems from. Oftentimes, guys, someone can be in the exact same negative situation they were in a year ago, but they seem to be doing so much better. Why? Because they changed their mindset. And from that, over time, you'll soon see that, things are actually getting better. Things will get better. But if you have a defeated mindset, then it's not going to get better. You're pretty much just going to stay in the same spot. But if you have the mindset of, hey, I'm going to do everything I can, everything within my power to make the situation better, over time, you'll see that it will get better, because those opportunities that present themselves, you're going to see them and you're going to act on them. Oftentimes, guys, people's circumstances don't change, not because of lack of opportunity, but because of lack of acting on said opportunities. They get the mindset of, well, what's the point of trying? And they don't do anything. And this is something that we can, see in the gym or really any aspect in life. And it's just really unfortunate because it keeps people defeated. It's a defeated mindset. Maybe that's a nice way of putting it, not weak-minded, but you have a defeated mindset. But that's just something that I feel, if you take this into 2018, it's going to help you a lot with all aspects of your life. And you know what? Sometimes, guys, you're going to be around people who aren't really beneficial for you, who don't help you with this, whether, their intentions are good or bad. Sometimes, like, for example, maybe you have a significant other where they're always defending everything that you do. Like, they never try to make you change. Like, oh, no, it's not your fault, babe. It's okay. Like, that other person was wrong. They did this, they did that. And maybe their intentions are good. Maybe their intentions to comfort you, but really they're kind of enabling some of those bad habits that you may have, or they're not taking the time to look at what you could be doing to better yourself or improve. And then other people, their intentions are bad. They purposely try to keep you weak-minded because they don't want to see you change. They don't want to see you grow and succeed. But regardless of what their intentions are, the end result is the same, guys. So it comes down to you as an individual to decide that, hey, you know what? Even though life's hard sometimes, even though it's not always fun, it's not always fair, I am always going to seek improvement. I'm always going to seek to better myself. And I'm always going to ask, what can I do to make this situation better? Before I blame anybody else, before I try to blame the universe or God or whatever other thing that I want to blame, I'm going to ask myself, what did I do that could have led to this circumstance, and what can I do to make it better? So yeah, that's pretty much all I want to talk to you guys about today. I hope this was helpful. I hope this was beneficial. If so, please, guys, do me a favor. Leave in the comments down below that you like things like this so I can start, doing more of them, be encouraged to do more of them. Like the video, all that good stuff. And yeah, I appreciate you guys, appreciate everything you've done for me as far as support this year. Let's have an awesome 2018.
Alright guys, so back at the crib, you pretty much saw the entire workout. The only thing that we didn't get to was GHR's glute hamstring raises, because they don't have a piece of equipment at Elite in order to do that. But the gyms that I usually go to do have that, so you guys will be able to see me do that next time, you know, if I record this specific workout again. But pretty much that's the way that this press can be going, guys. I'm gonna have bench and deadlift focus days and then squat focus days. There's really no pin lay row focus day at all. Like, that's not in my program right now, just because it's full on beat prep, so the focus is the big three. So even things that you guys will see as far as, like, you know, like my weighted pull-ups and weighted dips, those have gone back to, like, you know, sets of 10, no heavy sets of 5 or anything like that. Nothing that's gonna really, like, you know, be so draining or taxing that it takes away from what I'm trying to do with the bench, squat, and deadlift. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm pretty sure I did some type of voiceover. I haven't decided what yet, but by the time you guys see this video, you will have, you know, heard whatever topic that I chose to go over. Just because, like I said, it's time to build series, so I'm trying to help you guys, you know, build you up, not just, you know, physically, but, you know, mentally, emotionally, all of that, because social well-being is a huge aspect of this channel, and I really need to, like, keep staying focused on that and emphasizing that, because, you know, I'll come in and be consistent with social well-being focused videos, and then I'll stop because it's like, well, people don't seem to really like those. But you know what? Regardless, it's good. For those of you who watch them, it's beneficial, and that's what this channel is all about, more so than, like, you know, like just likes, views, subs. It's about truly benefiting those who do take the time to watch it, and I appreciate all of you so very much. Like, this has just been, you know, an amazing year. 2017 has been great, even though I technically started this channel in October of 2016. I believe it was at 500 subs in January, and to end off with over 6,000 subs this year is just phenomenal. So thank you all so much for that. But yeah, that aside, guys, we're just gonna, you know, keep on trucking, keep on moving. In truth, man, I want to make some changes, like, to my deadlift, just because it's just like that's the type of person I am. Like, I'm very technical. As I learn more things that I can do to benefit and make my pull more efficient, I want to quickly put that in. But I'm 8 weeks out from my meet, so I don't need to be doing any major changes. But after my meet, you guys will see over time, I'm going to try to gradually kind of like bring my stance in a little bit, get a little bit more external rotation from my hips, because I'm going to have my joints more stacked, which will let me be a little bit more upright and just pull a little bit more efficiently. But we'll get into that in a different video. Well, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I think that's my camera's way of saying it's time to shut this down. It's pretty late. I gotta get up early. So yeah, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and leave a comment down below. Let me know what you did. If you did not, leave a comment down below. Let me know what I can do to get better. Like the video, share, subscribe. Keep it simple, specific, scientific. I'll catch y'all later.